Alrighty, this is the main entrance. Got a little plaster work here, antique light fixture. I would actually take it down, clean it, and restore it. The home has the original wood. Florence, say hi to my cousin. She's coming to visit you in Australia next year. And we got this wood found on. I mean, the wood is going to definitely have to be refreshed and cleaned. Okay, good. You can see some of the cracks from it just not having heat. Very nice door. Again, I would just have that clean and restored. A lot of this is going to have to do some lime and calcium. But what I want to bring to your attention is the biggest problem I see in the property where there has been some type of water damage in the past. We got floor buckling severely in the living room area. There's a buckle here. There's a buckle here. There's a buckle here. You see several places there's a buckle. It can be repaired. Also, now we're going up by the fireplace, and it is a natural fireplace. We'll basically can just take this and put some drywall back to it, but we do got a lot of drywall repair here as well. We got a huge section of the ceiling here. That's basically, looks like we basically got about 2 full sheets of 4x8 drywall that's gonna have to be replaced. The windows are a little bit older, but they are in good condition, have the original storm windows and the screens. At some point, somebody spent pretty good money with these windows at the time they were originally installed. So, I mean, we got basically a full scrape and repair. Okay, again, we got a little bit more flooring damage here, and this is our dining room area. Again, full scrape and paint, a lot of scrape and paint. So, I mean, that's just going to be a complete job. We have here the dining room chandelier. Not too bad. Again, we got some additional flooring work here. I think this can be restored. Here in the kitchen, again, can't say enough throughout the whole house. We're going to have a complete paint job. The flooring here is just older. It doesn't look like it's hardwood, but we would probably go back with some vinyl tile or even ceramic, depending on how your budget allows. We basically would resurface these cabinets here, clean them, paint them, and resurface them. These are functionable, so I would just kind of basically clean these and paint them. The countertop actually isn't in bad shape, so I mean, basically a good cleaning, and this would be okay as well. Probably would eliminate this. Got appliances in here. I would actually check to see if they're working. If they're working, we would leave them in here and make that as an extra bonus to the tenant. Okay, we're coming back out the kitchen, going in the dining room. In the little hallway and the 2 bedrooms, we do have carpet. It is older, but it looks like it can be cleaned. And again, windows are older, but they look like they're in pretty good condition. We may have a storm window that may need to be made here. Screens, again, really aren't much. We do got a storm window here, so we're good there. So now this is going to be considered the master because we got another little room off to the side. You can call it a California room. Now we got some damage here. This is not part of the original home, so this must have been an addition at one point. We got some plaster work here. So we probably got some roof issues, but that's kind of be somewhat minor. We look like we got storm windows here. So again, scrape and paint pretty good. Again, we look like we got storm windows here, scrape and paint. This carpet here, I think actually this carpet may be able to be saved. It's actually a little better condition than Pennington. It's a dark color, but that's okay. Blue, and then that's a light blue. I would actually just leave the carpet alone and get it cleaned and painted good. Okay, we're in the 2nd bedroom now. It's a little dark in here, so I'm not going to probably give you much. But I want to pay attention to the doors. These are the original doors on the property. So they're beautiful. Home has a lot of character. Again, we got a little bit of water damage here. And then, okay, now I do feel a buckle here. I don't know if you can see my foot. Little buckle here, but that's no more than just tap it down with some screws. That leads to an outside porch. The yard is in horrible shape. I'm gonna have to have a full lawn crew come out and cut down small trees that have grown, but you got a little porch here. It's gonna require some work, but it's okay. I think we could take on the task. Here again, now this bathroom, believe it or not, and oh, hey, we got lights. You are great. So there's lights on in here. So let me see. I might come back. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back in, Maria, because I have lights. I didn't realize it. Again, some scraping and painting, some touch up. We probably would change this out. I think I could probably get you a new one for about $100. Clean this real good, scrape and paint, maybe change out the light fixtures because it's a little rusty. That's a real reasonable price. Probably get rid of this. Change this, fix this. That ain't too bad. That's a mowing. That's good. Looks like I could probably get away with just cleaning this. If that doesn't come out the rust, then I might just do a glaze. It's not too bad. Again, this is the wood. The wood character in this home is beautiful, so I think I would just stay with the wood character. So I would probably strip this, sand it, and then re-varnish. So kind of like to keep the character of the property. So now I'm going back into that one room since now I realize I have lights. Again, you can see these are the original doors. A lot of character. Now let me see. I'm gonna put my foot again where I feel the lift. So I think that's minor. This window has its storm, like I said, older windows, but it has the full functioning storm. So I would not bother those. Again, house has a lot of character. Really like the character. That's a linen closet. You're not going to be able to see in there. But, okay, there we go. Scrape and paint, that's good. Okay, now let me go back in here. Okay, great. So now you get a better feel. We got the darker carpet, but again, I think we'll be able to clean this. Let's go back into that last back bedroom to see if we got lights there. Oh, yes, we do. Okay, no light is in the socket. That may just be a minor repair, but I think you can see from the walls where we got a pretty good job of painting and scraping here. I don't know. I think we might just remove this piece of plaster work and start over. We'll see. Yeah, we're gonna have to remove it. You can see I'm literally pushing it in, so it ain't no good. Yeah, so probably gonna need a couple of pieces of 4x8 here on this wall here, and it's an outside wall, so we'll just make sure. And I'm looking like some roof damage is there. We can secure that. It's probably a flat roof on here, in that one addition. Alrighty, now going downstairs to the other biggest concern of mine. Again here, full paint job, clean it up nice. Probably will go back with some vinyl tile here, or maybe even some paint. Again, we're looking at it here, and again, full paint. Just we're gonna have to do a full paint job. Okay, we got some windows here now. I think we could probably repair that temporarily, but I would like to possibly put some block windows in here. Okay, let's go here. Prayerfully, basement ain't in bad shape. It's gonna probably need some scraping and painting. We have two. Let's see if I can get some light. Okay, I don't have light here. No bulb. But okay, hold on. So this is a storage little area under the under the stairwell. So I'm gonna take this bulb out and get you over to where I really need to see. So forgive this dark pause for a minute. Oh, wow, okay. Let me see if I can give you some light in a different area. That bulb is broken. I don't have the ability to remove it. Let's see here. Okay, let me see if you can get this concept here. I'm going to take a picture of this one for you so you can see it. The hot water tanks are probably not going to be any good. So let me go back. Okay, you can see that there. The hot water tanks are probably not going to be any good. Oh, okay, let me see here. All right. Now that unit to the white of the green hot water tank is the boiler. It's very archaic. I will have my heating and cooling specialist come out to see if he can get that functioning. Again, both of these hot water tanks are fully connected, so it's possible they could be working, but honestly, I think we need to be in a position to be prepared to get another one. Okay, so let's see. Okay, it looks like this boiler does control both units, and they got two different thermostats. So I am not an expert on boiler heat, so I'm gonna contact my guy. You can't see it here, but we have a cedar closet for both units, and that's a little nice extra for your fur coats, which I know in Australia y'all don't do too much of those, but in Detroit we need them here. Alrighty, now, so we got a shared basement. But looks like everything is split up. So we got the upper and lower boxes. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can come back a little bit. So we got two boxes. There are older boxes, but I think we can get them working with service there. We got some washers and washers here. A washer and dryer that's here. We got another stove that's here. Then we got another little storage area outside of the... Okay, so no, this is actually part of the original property. Just gonna be some scraping painting. Not too bad. Right now, my biggest concerns would be this boiler system. And I do have a fix for it if the boiler really isn't functionable. I just gotta find out how much will it cost to actually remove this monster, because it may have asbestos on it. So I'd have to find out what it would cost to remove it if it's not functionable. All right, we're coming out of the basement and going to the second floor. Okay, as we're coming up the stairs, again, this beautiful cherry stained wood. I would just restain this wood, make any repairs that's necessary. Okay, we're coming up to the second floor again. It's the original wood. You got some evidence of where we've had some moisture in the home at one point. All right, we are now in the second floor living room. Of course, not as much damage. I do see some evidence of water here, but much smaller spot than downstairs. Of course, this unit would be not nearly as much work. Again, this floor we would definitely have to sand and revarnish. Ceiling tile here. Let me see if I got power up here too. Okay, no power at this light. Kitchen, no power here. I would basically just scrape and paint necessarily. I don't know if I would go back with any doors here. I would probably leave this open. I would change this. Flooring is old vinyl. I would probably change this too, just to freshen up the kitchen and make it look nice. Now the stove, again, I would test it if it's functioning. I would keep it. If it's not, we'll get rid of it. We have a thermostat for the upstairs unit. Same again, we have this blue carpet. I don't know, it may clean, it may not. But we know it's hardwood floors under here. I would dump that. Get just a regular light. All right, so I got a little access to the roof here. Oh, okay. And I see where that damage was from the water. So we would just get out there and repair it from where that addition was. Again, this is the original doors. Again, just a good clean. Those look like I can probably just take the varnish off and start over again. So that would be stripping. Again, let's go into the second bedroom. Again, I see original doors. Again, so you can see the feel of it. I don't like upper floor doors, but because we are in a university district, let me see, I'm going to try to show you as best I can. This door doesn't open. The balcony, it's in pretty good shape. If they got little ones, I would do something different. Okay, we got another evidence of some water here. Based on what I'm looking at, that's probably either the fascia boards or the gutters are not draining properly. So that's not a bigger deal as it would be in the living room. Okay, here we got screens and we got a storm window. Might need another storm window. So right now I only see a couple of storm windows and maybe 1 or 2 screens that need to be redone. Flooring here is pretty solid. Let's go to the bathroom here. Okay, good. We got power here too. Alrighty, so we have, this is a little small vanity. Again, I would go ahead and replace this vanity here as well. Change that light out. Scrape paint. Okay, here we go. Again, looks like this is in pretty good condition. Maybe refreshing that a little bit. Do a little refreshing. A lot of scraping and painting and a lot of varnish. Again, just looks like the property just hasn't had a lot of heat in recent times. It must have been vacant for some years. Looked like somebody at one time might have tried to do something. So this is our property at 17330 Warrington. A cost of cure will follow shortly. Thank you.